Hello everyone, this is Tori Wynn, and I am an instructional designer and English instructor here at Wichita State University. This is just a really short video to show you how to locate Google Scholar on the University Library's homepage, and also a little bit how to use Google Scholar for your actual research in your English 210 course. So to locate Google Scholar, the electronic database, I want you to first go to the University Library's homepage, as you can see here. Next, I'll go ahead and select Electronic Databases under the Library Resources tab. Through this tab, I can find all sorts of different databases hosted by the Wichita State University Library. I can identify them through subject, type, or vendor. But luckily, I actually know the title of my search database, so I'm going to go ahead and type that in, which will take me directly to Google Scholar, which I can click on and access this way. So Google Scholar is going to look very familiar to most of you who have used Google in the past. The only difference about Google Scholar is that the citations and information that you can locate are a little bit more limited and are typically peer-reviewed scholarly sources. Additionally, the nice thing about Google Scholar is the advanced search option that you can do by clicking this drop-down arrow. You can include certain information and search for exact phrases. You can also search for items that do not include specific words. You can look for words that appear anywhere in the article or also anywhere in the title of the article. You can look for specific authors, articles published in specific journals, or dated articles. So these are just some of the options that you can actually select. But for right now, I'll just do a normal Google search. So let's say I wanted to find information about Wichita State and the Innovation Campus. So what I do for that is I just type in maybe Wichita State University and sort of see what comes up. So after citing Wichita State University and searching for that through Google Scholar, it's given me almost 31,000 results, which is quite a few. So I'm going to really want to limit that down and cut that down quite a bit. So I'll go Wichita State University and Innovation Campus, and we'll see what that comes up with. So here I have two different results out of the 31,000 that originally popped up. This very first one is actually just a citation where you can find information from President Bardo here, which is not necessarily something that I want to look at first. This one right here, a review of university maker spaces, is something that is being hosted by Georgia Tech University, which is an interesting idea. So I'll go ahead and click on that one first and just see what it says. So this homepage here gives me information about the actual article. It gives me the full title, the author, the abstract, and all of the other information that I need to use for citation. So let's go ahead and look at it. I'll go ahead and click on the PDF at the very bottom of the page, which is going to take me to a conference paper that was actually presented in Seattle. So this very first page is going to give me information on the authors of this article. So I want to locate a specific quote or specific information about Wichita State University. The way I can do that on a Microsoft computer is Control F, or on a Mac computer is Command F. So I'll go ahead and search, and I'll search specifically for Wichita State, which will pop up right here. So Wichita State is a quote that I could find right in this paragraph. It's going to give me information on exactly how much this makerspace or innovation campus is going to cost us. The really nice thing about information like this is that it's going to give us words and phrases that we might not be familiar with, but will actually enhance the vocabulary of our grant proposal. So for example, instead of using the words innovation campus over and over again in our grant proposal, we could call it something like a makerspace, which is going to give our writing a little bit more flair and a little bit more intrigue for readers. Next, I'm going to click down on the next search result, which is actually a citation. This citation is going to link back to an article that's hosted by wichita.edu, so I'll go ahead and click on that for further information. This was actually published in 2014 and gives us information on the actual innovation-focused university. So it's going to tell us the outline of the major expansion plan for Wichita State. So this might actually provide us some really interesting information as well about this innovation campus. So let's go ahead and go back to Google Scholar and try out a different search. So let's go ahead and say I'm writing a grant proposal about parking at Wichita State University. So I'll go Wichita State and parking. Let's say I've already found some really great information about parking at Wichita State, and I'm looking for images that would be really high quality and give me some really good information on my grant proposal. So I'll go up to the top here and select Images. And this is going to give me some really great images for Wichita State and parking. So I can see images from our actual parking lot. I can see different plans for Wichita State. I can see the parking map, interesting information about the shuttle system, and the list goes on. So let's say I wanted to include an image of the actual shuttles here. So this looks like a really trustworthy image. We've all seen this shuttle rolling around on campus before. But look, I can find more information about the shuttle system here at this bizjournals.com website. So let's go ahead and look that up and see what happens. So this actually takes me to a web page hosted by the Wichita Business Journal, and this is actually clearly going to give me some really good information for my grant proposal, talking about revenue of sale of parking permits. So this is going to give me more concrete information about the Innovation Campus and parking garages here at Wichita State University. So that is just one of the ways in which you can use Google Scholar for your actual grant proposal or grant requesting funding. There are tons of tips and tricks that I did not cover in this video, but one of the best ways to learn about research is to just do it and learn through trial and error. So good luck to you.